Morning, Facebook. What's happening, guys? What's going on? What's good this morning? Want to touch on something this morning. Give you guys a couple minutes to get dialed in here, get hopped on here. What's happening? And talk about this. What I believe is a disease. It's a plague. It's something that's going around the country right now, and it's killing people. Right? It's physically killing businesses, and it's physically killing people who are trying to get ahead, and they don't even know it's happening. So I want to talk about this for a second because I've seen a lot of posts about this lately, and I think it's kind of not hitting people, right? Not really kind of going deep into people's psyche. So a good friend of mine the other day, Ray Gonzalez. If you don't follow Ray, Ramon is his name on Facebook. Follow Ramon Gonzalez. Ramon talked about the investment versus spend, right? So when you're investing in somebody, you pay the money to get their knowledge, and it's a good trade, right? It's an investment. Versus some people say, well, I'm spending money, and it's a money out of my pocket. It's a waste, right? I have to spend the money versus the investment, right? So that's one of the just a touch on the piece, right? But what is this WIFM, right? What's in it for me, right? This is one of those things that really I think is ruining a lot of relationships, and a lot of people are stuck on the hamster wheel. A lot of people are living in this like purgatory, and this is within business, it's within employees. What's up, Mark? What's up, Brian? What's up, Karen? What's up, Mike? Right? They're living in this like purgatory of, I can't get anywhere. I can't get my business off the ground. I can't level up. I can't get to another piece. I can't see that freedom. I can't see that place I want to get to, right? Because they're constantly stuck in what's in it for me, right? Where's my piece of the pie, right? Here's a secret, guys. Almost every, and I say almost every because I don't even hang around with people that don't act this way, but almost every single successful human being that I've ever been in contact with, and I mean successful financially, successful spiritually, successful because they're free, they're free and they're happy, and they have great family lives, they're successful in any way, shape, or form, right? They give first. They lead with value, right? It's the reason that I do these things, right? Is to try to lead with value, because I know when I give value, that the universe will create value in return, right? I don't start out by going on social media and saying, hey, you, watching me, what can you do for me, right? Why don't you hook me up, right? I know you want to watch me. Why don't you give me something? Why don't you give me something and then I'll give you something back, right? Because nobody would watch me, right? Nobody would interact with me. In fact, nobody would message me. Nobody would care. Because if I started with what's in it for me, I would have no following. I would have nobody interested. I would have nobody that cared about what's in it for me because they're interested in getting value first, right? So you have to lead with value. Leading with value is universal. I don't care where you're at in life. So, for example, people want mentorship, right? I hear a lot of people say, I'm new to the business. I want to start and I want to figure out how to wholesale. I want to figure out how to rehab. I want to figure out how to invest my money, right? And they'll lead with, hey man, I'm new. Here's my story. Here's my background, blah, blah, blah. Teach me, right? Well, where's the value? It's all what's in it for me. It's all how do you help me? And Ramon did a great video about this yesterday. I'm not going to recreate the whole video, so go back and follow him and watch the video. But guys, when you start with what's in it for me, you will get nowhere. When you start with how are you going to help me? What can you do for me? It immediately turns people off. I don't care where you're at. That's why when I talk about building a power partner network, in that first couple meetings, try not to talk about yourself whatsoever, right? Because the whole idea is to learn about the person that you inevitably want to do business with. And that's the same with business partners, employees, people that you want to do mentorship with, or people that you want to have work for you, with you, next to you, whatever the thing is, right? Anyone you want to build a relationship with, right? Think about when you're dating. Now, it's been a long, long time since I've had a date, but I do remember it. It's been a long time, right? Spirit to serve is a great way to say it. When you're on a dating, and you start dating, you don't walk up to someone at a bar and just start blabbling about yourself, right? If you do, it probably doesn't work very well. right? You start by asking questions. Get to know the person, find out what they do, find out what they're interested in, find out what they like, find out what they, what they're doing there, why they're, what their interests are, right? Biggie said it best, right? We find out about them first. It's not about what's in it for you. It's about why they're interested, why they could be interested in you, right? You have to start with that. You have to start with the value. And the value is, hey, here's my value, and if you want to date me or you want to go out or you want to hook up or whatever, here's what I could bring. Let's start by asking questions. So folks, in any relationship, this what's in it for me thing will eventually burn you. It will eventually end, whatever it is you're trying to create. If that's business, it's not going to work. You can't lead a business and constantly think about what can I take out of it, right? I've been leading business now for a decade, and there's been times where I didn't take a paycheck. There's been times where, I had to struggle. There's been times where I had to reach in and take money out of my checking account to float the business. There's been times where I've had to sacrifice. In fact, I sacrifice to this day, constantly, for different reasons, right? Mentally, physically, time, financially, right? There's always a sacrifice. It's not about me. It's about the team. It's about the legacy. It's about building something bigger than me, right? In fact, I joke about this all the time that these guys call it the Evangelisti companies. I wish we could change the name because it's not the Evangelisti companies, right? It's the Brogan and Morris and Richie and Costanzo and all these other guys and Dylan Mills. It's all these other guys. It's their company, right? It's not what's in it for me. It's not my company. It's their company, right? So if you lead with what's in it for me, what you're going to get is like coal in your stocking on Christmas, right? It's never going to be what you're looking for if all you're looking for is how you can personally benefit. The more people that you bring up, the more people that you bring along, the more people that you make wealthy, that you make successful, that you help along the way, that you help reach their goals, that you help grow and benefit, which by the way, that's why I do the mastermind. It's why I do these type of things, right? It's why I do these events, right? It's not really a revenue thing. It's more of a help see successful business owners take it to a different level so I can watch them grow a team and help families and help them build hundreds of employees and subcontractors and whatever their team looks like so they can help thousands of people along the way, right? Because my team already helps thousands of people, right? We feed thousands of employees and their families, right? Just in this South Jersey area. So how can I help other teams across the country do the same thing so that, 20 years from now we wake up and there are, tens of thousands of people that are benefiting from the stuff that we've learned over the years, right? That's my legacy. That's the thing that gets me out of bed in the morning. That's my why, right? It's not what's in it for me. It's what's in it for everyone involved. It's how do we grow as a group? So folks, if the message you find value in, by the way, smash the like button if that makes sense to you guys. And if you find value in this message, all I ask, what's up, Mom? Good morning. What's up, Joe? What's up, Dan? What's up, Joe? What's up, Judy? If you guys find value in this message, all I ask is that you share it, hit that share button, put it on your wall. Hopefully somebody that's on your wall shares it. Because here's the deal, guys. Only about 10% or maybe less. I don't even know about the algorithms anymore. I have a ton of thousands of friends on here, friends, right? But not everyone's going to see this video. It's only the people that follow us the most and so forth. So the reason I do these videos is to bring value to people that don't know who I am. To expand the message to people, right? To get that value out there. And by the way, I'm going to leave you with one last thing. This is kind of a secret, all right? So don't tell anybody. I just got done telling you less than 10% of my viewers probably watch this anyway. So, I'm going to share something with you. When we do our interviews for a roundtable event, also when I do interviews for people that work for us, right? The first question is always, where do you want to be in 6 months? Where do you want to be in a year? Where do you want to be in 3 years? And if we were going to celebrate your success in 6 months, we're going to raise a glass and we're going to toast to your success. What are we toasting for, right? What big thing would have to happen 6 months, 12 months, 3 years from now for us to be celebrating your success, right? And that person might say, I'd have to get to this level. I'd have to build this team. I'd have to hire this person. I'd have to see a certain amount of success. I want to build automation. I want process. I want systems. Everybody wants something different, right? But question number 2 is the most important question. I'm going to explain why right now. And again, this is a secret, so don't share this. Use this if you're a business owner. Question number 2 is the most important. And question number 2 is this. Why don't you have those things already? right? So question number one is, what are we toasting to? Toasting to your success. You've made it. You've met your goals. Question number two is, why do you not have these things already? And the importance to question number two is this. If somebody says, it's because I haven't had enough time, I haven't learned enough, I haven't grown enough, I didn't do X, Y, Z, my mentor told me X and I didn't believe him, I tried to do this and I couldn't do that, whatever, they're in. We can help them, right? If they blame anybody other than themselves, I had a shitty business partner, somebody screwed me over, my employees sucked, my mentors sucked, my teachers sucked, my wife left me, anybody but themselves. They don't get hired, they don't come to an event, they don't get let into the family, they don't become part of our inner circle, right? Anybody other than themselves, on the question number two, right? Why is that? Because they are a what's in it for me mentality, right? If they look at the mirror and they think to themselves that their reason and their problem and their place in earth has anything to do with other than what they've done in their life, their decisions and their actions in life, it's someone else that's brought them to that place in time, we don't want to be associated with them. We don't want them in that room. We don't want them on our team. They're not a cultural fit. They're not somebody who's going to get along with our people, because my people are Super Bowl team winners, right? My people are going all the way to the end zone, and they don't have time for people that are blaming people around them, right? They only have time for people that are taking personal accountability, the leaders of the group, the people that are going to push, the guys that are going to take it across the end zone and spike the ball, right? That's who we want to be associated with. In my events, in my roundtable, in my inner circle family mastermind, in my team, my employees, the people in this office, the people that I work with, joint venture partners, I don't care who it is. Question number two, you blame anybody but yourself for your current situation in life, you are a what's in it for me person. So, remember that takeaway. I know a lot of you are not that type of person because you're watching this kind of video, but the point is, think about that when you're talking to other people. Interview people that way. Question people that way. Ask them about where they're at in their stage in life. And if you find those type of people, run the opposite way. I promise you, you don't want those people in your life. So, have an amazing Tuesday. I'm about to go spend my hour and a half downstairs with my team, kick ass, level up, help them succeed, help them grow, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.